Yeah. What up, Pimpin? Good, brother. We're not. It's not recording yet, but it's good, dude. Is it? Huh. So it automatically does it. All right. Well, cool. All right, bro. So Ian Longshot Aguirre. Is that your name? Is that your middle name? I think so too. What a unique name. Where did your parents get that middle name for you? And I see that it's all over the back of your trucks. Is that because you're a long shot? You get those stuff long, or what do you do? Okay, cool. Do you hit the targets usually? Nice, dude. Well, I gotta practice on that one for sure. I'm good. That's one talent, bro. There you go, dude. Legend. You're a legend. Cool, man. Well, hey, how long have we known each other? That's that's too long, dude, to know me. Yeah. Has it been stressful? Probably, dude, just from being my friend. Right. That's crazy. Well, speaking of that, then, um, how long have you had a? How long have you? I mean, I know you told me about some of your medical stuff. You said the kidneys, right? There's like a faulty kidney, and then there's I forgot. You told me the percentages, but what's up with that? Have you always had it? Mm. Um, what do you think's been like the biggest obstacle personally? Do you think it's the physical nature of that, or do you think it's more of the emotional side of it? You know, when you can't really have a quote unquote normal lifestyle. Yeah, right. Just to stay alive. Right, right. Yeah, it can have some pretty severe consequences. Because I mean, everything runs through your kidneys, right? So I mean, essentially, I mean, you got to be like really strict on with like everything you do down to a T. So because yours are like they struggle more to even process, huh? Yeah, yeah, Right, right, right. Yeah, because the body doesn't know different, right? It's like this isn't mine. Wants to boot it naturally, right? Yeah. You're used to rejection though, right? Because of all the dates that you've gone on and stuff. So you kind of used to being rejected, huh? From girls. Yeah, it's no big. You're just like, Psh, I'm good. Like I'm Ian. I know my worth. Hey, see, I like that. Honestly, dude, that's legit. That's what I love about you as a person. Genuinely, dude. That's why we stayed friends for so many years. Like you were always real, dude, about everything. You know what I mean? And you always outwardly showed yourself, and you were always yourself. You know what I mean? A lot of people would mask stuff, you know what I mean, and who they are, and whatever. And not to say that at some points in our lives we're not, trying to figure out who we are, but for the most part, I mean, you've always been just straightforward, dude. Real, like. So I mean, that's awesome, dude. And do you think that you find it easier as you've gotten older to manage the emotions and the physical side of it? Or is it like a constant conflict between like your body, you getting older, and it being more challenging to handle your medical issues? Or do you find it like, hey, I've been going through this shit for 15 years. It's whatever now at this point. Yeah, yeah. You never complained though, dude. You never complained. I remember you worked everything. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sure, sure, sure. Right. Yeah, yeah. I try and be thankful, dude, for everything, man. I mean, I have some eczema, dude. My hands I scratch a little bit, and allergies, man. But at the end of the day, it's like I'm thankful, dude. Because I know there's so many people, so many medical issues. And it's like, what is there to not be thankful for at that point? You know what I mean? Even you, dude, your stuff's rough, but like, shoot, in comparison to like even other stuff, you know what I mean? Like paralyzed, like paralysis, just different medical things that really hinder your life entirely, dude. Like diseases. Yeah. Uh, and you break a hip. Yeah, my body. Really, really. Oh wow. So that's indefinitely. So that is your immune system, the medication. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it's yeah, a little clean. Yeah. So public toilets are a definite no go for you then to catch something. And that's all you need anyways, yeah. Nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know what's coming in and out, right? For the most part, right? Your dogs are, yeah, yeah, yeah. Did you ever have a why me moment like in your life? Like why do I have to be going through this? Why is and how did you, get through that? Like maybe yeah, yeah, yeah. Soldier. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Also, yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. Exactly, dude. That's exactly what I was gonna say, man. I think it's you, right? Like you guys are the strong ones ultimately, you know what I mean? A lot of people look down on certain individuals or people and stuff, and it's like, no, I mean they're battling every day. They're doing a battle that we don't even know. They're going through something, and you have to, you have to be strong. And then we see you, and I think about it too. I'm like, man, dude, like Ian's, got to do this and do this all the time, and I think about that, and I'm just like, it's not so bad, dude. I'm not, it's cool. It's like it's a really strong thing. Yeah, yeah, that's awesome. Oh, hold on. Forgot how long these videos are. It says I'm running low on storage, but we're good. Um, yeah, that 15 minutes. We're good though. It's just gonna keep popping up. Does it show it on your side? The low device storage? No, it probably doesn't, huh? Oh, that's a good idea, dude. That's a good idea. Can you put it in your phone? Oh, so it's the cloud storage. So it's not like an internal one. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it is. I have quite a few games, dude, like big games on my PlayStation that with a terabyte, so for sure. I'll have to do that then, dude. What's that? Right, right. So I wanted to ask too, so the gym, how often do you go and exercise? How much do you think that contributes to like your well-being like mentally too? You know what I mean? Like the importance of going because you always kind of went to the gym, right? Like, yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's your zone out. Like it's like kind of like running for me. I'll go to the mountains and I'll run, to yeah, yeah. Have you ever tried anything any unorthodox method for like your kidneys or like supplements or anything I guess you could say natural to try and help them? Yeah. 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 Yeah, for sure. Um what's been like the best advice like a doctor's given to you? Yeah. 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 Yeah, no, 100%. Absolutely. Um, I mean, this is kind of an obvious question, but do you think a lot of the reason that you have the growth and where you're at right now is partially because you spent so much time alone and in your head that you were, you know what I mean, and going through this really actually in a way, kept you humble, kept you positive, kept you seeking and kind of gave you more clarity from all the world, right? Like constantly trying to throw stuff in front of our face and mask us from what's real. You think that this experience, this journey you're going on is partly due to that, to your kidney issue, your medical issue. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome, man. Um, so you were talking about like kind of relationship stuff and people being able to kind of go on this journey with you, over the years with these kind of issues. You think that's been like the biggest like barrier to uh finding somebody who's like actually okay with the situation and knowing that you're gonna have probably a lot more bad days, or days where like you can't do a lot of things. Um, it's got to be challenging, right? To like really find somebody real who's there for you. Uh-huh. Yeah. Who's that guy? This guy? Mm. Are you scared to be a burden? Are you scared to be a burden to somebody? Is that like kind of what you're saying? Like you love somebody, but you don't want to be a burden? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, yeah, I agree, dude. 100%. Yeah, communication's huge, man. And especially yeah. 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 Yeah, no doubt, dude. Absolutely, man. Yeah, you got to be happy in that situation. You got to be able to be that's got to be your safe spot, right? That person, the person you can just pick up the phone anytime and just know that you can reach out to them and they're going to answer, they're going to be, supportive, they're going to tell you the truth. Um that's huge, dude, because I feel like a lot of times people fail just because they lose interest or they don't talk, they don't make intentional efforts a lot of times to even try and put the puzzles back together, and eventually the puzzle pieces are just scattered all over the place, and you don't even know where to begin, and you get stuck in this negative routine. You know what I mean? Just repetitively, just year after year, and then you finally wake up one day and you're like, "Whoa!" People don't realize it sometimes, dude. It's just this wicked cycle until it's not. Yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, absolutely, dude. Absolutely, man. Opportunity for growth and to focus on myself. I mean, also people too. I feel like a lot of people they'll jump into something real quick, like a relationship, because that's what they know, right? They get out and they're like, man, I want somebody else, or essentially codependent on this other person or having somebody else, right? Whether it's for verification purposes or it's just for that comfort or to know that they have somebody. But I mean, sometimes you just gotta override your own thoughts, and put it into a reality perspective because jumping right into a relationship, if you're still damaged and you're still not healed or you haven't figured yourself out, is gonna damage that person, right? You're two damaged people, or obviously we're gonna all have kinks. That's not what I'm saying. We're always gonna have issues still. But like if you're really that and you're not there yet, dude, then you guys are it's gonna be the same outcome. It's gonna be the same outcome, you know what I mean? Years down the line. Same outcome. Yeah. 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 Right. Exactly. Exactly, dude. Yeah, we don't have a magic ball. And he's angry right now. They're all guesses, dude. Yeah. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, you can't just like, or at least say, hey, like I need 5 minutes and then let's get back to it. You know what I mean? And let's finish the conversation. But yeah, you can't just be like, ah, right, anybody, and then just walk away. And then you're confused. You're like, okay, so now what do I do? How do I fix something I don't know? Like, that's like somebody going to a house to make a repair, but the person doesn't tell them, what tools they need. They just show up in hopes that they have all of these things, and they're prepared. Like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was maybe like not my best analogy, but you got the gist of it, huh? Um, nice, dude. Um, what do you think to finish up for advice for anybody going through something similar? Um, what is like the worst thing you can do, and what is the best thing you feel that has worked for you? That you've collectively gathered over the years of learning yourself and how to manage your emotions and deal with these obstacles in your life. Yeah, just general. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that one. Solid, brother. Phenomenal. Yeah, yeah.